The lights glow softly across the Ireland's Got Talent stage as the audience settles into a restless silence. There is an unspoken expectation in the air, the kind that says decisions will be made quickly and opinions will form in seconds. The judges sit confidently behind the desk, polished, composed, and ready to assess what stands before them. Tonight, however, is not about perfection or polish. It is about the danger of judging at first glance and the power of being proven wrong. Backstage, a poor young boy from Manila stands alone, clutching a microphone with both hands as if it might disappear if he lets go. His clothes are simple, worn thin by time and struggle. He takes slow breaths, reminding himself why he is here. When his name is called, he steps forward into the light, squinting as the brightness hits his eyes. The crowd is large, louder than anything he has ever known. He introduces himself softly, explaining he sings on buses and street corners to help his family survive. The judges nod politely, but their body language is already closed, arms folded, eyes scanning him quickly. The music begins and his first notes tremble slightly, caught between nerves and fear. A judge leans forward and without hesitation presses the buzzer. The sharp sound echoes through the hall, cutting the boy deeply. The audience gasps. For a moment it feels like everything might end right there. The boy lowers his head, but something inside him refuses to give up. He inhales deeply and continues singing. His voice grows stronger, carrying years of hunger, hope, and quiet resilience. The lyrics speak of sleeping hungry and dreaming anyway. Slowly the room changes. The judges straighten in their seats. One judge's confident smile fades into surprise. Another lifts a hand to her mouth as tears well up. The audience leans forward, drawn into the story unfolding through sound. The boy sings with everything he has left, his voice cracking not from weakness but from truth. By the final note, the hall is silent, then explodes into applause. The judges stand one by one, clapping through tears. The judge who buzzed too early wipes his face, unable to look up immediately. The boy bows, tears falling not from pain but release. In that moment the lesson is clear. Judging at first glance nearly erased something beautiful. As the applause fades, the stage prepares for the next audition. A poor mother from Cebu City steps into the spotlight, barefoot, her posture humble but steady. Her hands show the marks of hard work, years spent cleaning houses, washing clothes, and caring for children. She smiles nervously and explains she dances at night when her children are asleep, practicing quietly so as not to disturb anyone. The judges listen but exchange glances filled with doubt. When the music begins, her movements are slow, uncertain, as if she is still finding her footing. A judge sighs, presses the buzzer, and leans back, convinced the decision is correct. The audience murmurs. Tears fill the woman's eyes, but she keeps moving. Her body begins to tell a story without words. Each step becomes stronger, each turn filled with emotion. The dance transforms into a powerful expression of sacrifice, motherhood, exhaustion, and love. The rhythm builds and the audience starts clapping in time, feeling the weight of her journey. The judges watch, stunned. One leans forward, gripping the desk, his eyes shining. Another rises halfway, unable to remain seated as emotion takes over. Tears stream freely now. The woman spins with everything she has left, collapsing to her knees as the music ends. The room erupts. The judges stand fully now, clapping, crying, one pressing his hands together in apology, another shaking his head in shame. The woman covers her face, sobbing as the crowd roars. She is no longer invisible. She is seen. The first glance judgment dissolves, replaced by respect and regret. The atmosphere in the theater shifts. There is a sense that something important is happening, something beyond entertainment. The judges appear quieter, more reflective, aware now of how dangerous quick judgments can be. The final audition of the night begins with a poor teenage girl from Davao walking slowly onto the stage, holding a violin patched together with tape. She looks small under the lights, but her eyes carry determination. She explains she learned to play by watching others because lessons were impossible to afford. The judges smile politely, but skepticism lingers. As she begins to play, the first notes are uneven, raw, unfinished. Almost instantly a buzzer sounds. The girl flinches but keeps playing. Her eyes close as she pours herself into the music. Gradually the melody changes, becoming haunting, emotional, and beautiful. The audience leans in, breath held. The judges freeze, disbelief washing over their faces. One lowers his head, tears falling onto the desk. Another stares wide-eyed, realizing how wrong that first judgment was. The music swells, filling the hall with emotion words could never capture. When the final note fades, the audience explodes into a standing ovation, chanting her name. The judges rise clapping through tears, one openly crying as he admits judging at first glance nearly silenced brilliance. The girl smiles through tears, clutching her violin, knowing this moment will change her life. Between performances, the judges speak openly about what they are feeling. Their confidence has been replaced with humility. One admits that talent often arrives quietly, wrapped in fear and struggle. Another says that perfection is rarely honest and that the most powerful stories take time to reveal themselves. The audience listens, moved by the honesty. Backstage, the contestants embrace each other, sharing tears, laughter, and disbelief. Their poverty did not define them tonight, their courage did. As the show continues, clips replay on the screen showing the exact moments buzzers were pressed too early and the reactions that followed. Gasps, tears, and standing ovations fill the room again. Phones light up as audience members share what they have witnessed, knowing these moments will travel far beyond this stage. The Manila singer hugs his family, crying with relief. The Cebu City mother calls her children, promising change. The Davao girl holds her violin tightly, smiling through tears as judges approach, offering apologies and encouragement. The final moments of the episode are quiet, powerful. The judges stand together, addressing the audience, acknowledging that tonight taught them a lesson they will never forget. Judging at first glance, they admit, can destroy dreams before they have a chance to grow. The crowd applauds louder than ever, understanding that this stage has become a place of learning, not just for contestants but for those who judge them. As the lights dim, the camera captures the contestants standing proudly on stage, no longer invisible, no longer underestimated. The echo of early buzzers lingers, but not as failure, rather as proof that patience can change lives. Viewers at home sit in silence, wiping tears, replaying scenes already, knowing they will watch again. These moments will be shared, remembered, and replayed, not because they were perfect but because they were real. The message is simple yet powerful. Why judge at first glance when you can be proven wrong like that? On this stage, poor voices were almost silenced, but instead they rose. Doubt turned into belief, regret into tears, and judgment into humility. And that is why these moments will never be forgotten.